Well, first of all, it is an honour and a privilege to be asked by the EDL to come down and speak to you. Thank you very much. Secondly, I'm not going to talk about left wing and right wing here. I'm going to talk about good and evil. Civilization against barbarianism. Right against wrong. And when I look at this sea of proud, British, brave patriots, and then I look across there and I see quislings, cowards and traitors. You have to stand me a little bit closer. Now, I want to have a little chat with David Cameron today, because David Cameron thinks that every single one of you here is sick, as he calls it. The left is sick, Islam is sick, but most importantly, David Cameron is not just a coward, he is sick and he is a traitor to his country. David Cameron is on YouTube video saying there are too many Christian faces in the British government. David Cameron is on YouTube video saying he looks forward to the day there are more Muslims in our army, in our police force and in our government. Simon Hughes, the Liberal Democrat MP, looks forward to the day that there's a Muslim Prime Minister in this country. Well, we don't, and I don't. David Cameron is essentially a fully fledged traitor to his country. He needs to be told this. And David Cameron, when Fusilier Lee Rigby was beheaded, Cameron said this has nothing to do with Islam, and so the Muslim stood over him with a bloody knife, quoting the fucking Quran. When David Haig was beheaded by a British Muslim in Syria, David Cameron said this has nothing to do with the religion of peace called Islam. Cameron, you're a liar and you're a traitor. David Cameron needs to be asked a question. Who was Muhammad? Was Muhammad, Mr. Cameron, a Muslim? Yes, he was. And if he was here today, he would be in Syria, jihading his way across the continent, beheading, raping and murdering as he went. And there is no way you can say that the religion that this man inspired has nothing to do with the behaviour of beheading, raping Muslims today. You're a coward and you're a fucking traitor, Mr. Cameron. When I came down here today, I walked past a war memorial in my town, and I stood and I looked at all of those names on that war memorial that died to give us the freedom that all the Guardian readers and the BBC traitors take for granted. But they died for our democracy, and these people are handing our democracy over on a plate to the most savage, backward, barbarian, vicious, violent, evil ideology known to mankind, and it is called Islam, and it is not a religion of peace. Now, I don't know how many people from the EDL we got down here today, and how many people are here who are not with the EDL. But I want to see the EDL grow into the biggest street movement in Europe.
EDL!
And then, in 6 months' time, I want to see you come back here with 10,000 people. I want to see us march from here down to the BBC headquarters, where we can let those fellow traitors and quislings in the BBC know exactly what we think about them in no pure, unadulterated terms at all. Now, thank you again so much for asking me to speak here. It has been an absolute honour. You are the best, bravest people in this country. Thank you very much. Very much. Thank you.